Hi, my name is Glenn Beatty, U.S. Life Master. In this video, we will examine the Caro-Kann Defense Advanced ECO Code B12. Our analysis will center around Black's third move, C5. This is an important alternative and avoids the weight of theory associated with number 3, F5. It was used by Mikhail Botvinnik in his 1961 match versus Mikhail Tal, though with a negative outcome for Botvinnik, 2 draws and a loss. The line was christened the Arkell variation in the leading chess magazine New in Chess, Yearbook 42, in recognition of the works these two grandmasters did and the success they were having with this variation. In comparison to the French defense, Black lacks the tempo normally spent on e6. However, White can only exploit this by the weakening of his own central bind with dxc5 when Black have good chances of regaining the pawn. Let's have a look. The Caro-Kann Defense. Black plays for solid pawn structure and development of his light square bishop to the active square f5. The advanced variation. White gains space in the center. He also stops Black knight from coming out to the natural square f6, attacking the center and sidestepping the main lines. Another positive factor in this position is that Black haven't committed his pawn to e6, blocking his light square bishop. White tries to go into an advanced French-like position, although because Black have not played e6, this is probably not the best line for White, because if White plays knight to f3, a natural move, Black can pressure White's center by first capturing on d4, followed by bishop to g4, pressuring White's d4 pawn. White decides to activate his lady, accepting the damaged kingside pawn structure. White should have played bishop to d3 to stop Black's knight from traveling to f5. A losing move. Black might have a slight advantage in the position before the hasty f5. Boom! Queen to b5, winning. He must resign. Let's look at the variation where White captures on c5 after e5, and instead of c3, White captures. This is a better move than c3 because White control access to the d4 square. Any piece that White places on d4 will influence kingside and queenside squares. If knight to c6 instead of e6, let's look at this variation. Bishop to b5, or let's take a look at knight to f3 first. Pinning. With c3, white intends to keep his pawn with the move b4. And if black plays knight takes e5, white just capture back on e5. Black will capture white queen, bishop takes d1, and white will play the check on b5, winning the queen back with a 1 game. Black will force b lose material with queen to d7, bishop takes d7 check, king to d8 is forced, and followed by king takes d1, and white will be up material. Therefore, black do not capture on e5. He played e6. If black plays queen takes e5, white can play b5 because the rook is undefended. Therefore, and of course, white position is just better here. Look at the pawn structure. Take note, white didn't try to force his way on the queen side. At first, he created weaknesses on black's king side in reference to the principle of two weaknesses. F5 was weak. Now D5 and F5 are weak squares or weak pawns. D5 falls. And black is forced to resign. Let's look at the position where white pins black knight on c6. Okay, bishop to b5 instead of knight to f3. White had the two bishops advantage, but he have damaged pawns on the queen side. Winning. Let's now look at response to e6. e6, a3. Let's take a look at a3. If bishop takes c5, white will play b4, followed by fianchetto his bishop, which is a good position for him. So black stops white from playing b4, but now the queens come out. Now white queen come out. The queen stands very well on f4 in these positions. Black king is without cover. White is attacking with two bishops, knight and queen. Black will not last long. And black had to resign. It seems that white's best option is to capture on c5. And if black plays knight to c6, white should play knight to f3 and bishop to b5, pinning black's knight on c6. If black plays e6, a good idea seems to be a3, followed by b4 if allowed by black. Or if black plays a5, stopping b4, white can transfer his queen to the nice g4 square, followed by f4. Thanks for watching. Good luck, good chess. Cheers!